With a Venmo debit card, you can Venmo more than just your friends. You can use your balance in so many ways. You can Venmo everything. Need gas? You can Venmo this. How about snacks? You can Venmo that. Your favorite band's merch? You can Venmo this. Or their next show? You can Venmo that. Visit Venmo.me/debit to learn more.
You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo this, or you can Venmo that. You can Venmo.
The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. Card may be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted. Venmo purchase restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Polestar. There's only one true way to experience the all-electric luxury SUV Polestar 3, and that's to take a test drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in as little as 4.8 seconds with the dynamic handling of a sports car. But to truly understand how it commands the road, you need to be behind the wheel. Up to 350 miles of range, the 3D surround sound system by Bowers & Wilkins. It's all something you have to experience to believe. So book your test drive for Polestar 3 today at polestar.com.
This is Optimal Living Daily, Small Steps, Big Strides by Kathy Robinson of AthenaWellness.com, and I'm Justin Malik. Welcome back to our Sunday bonus episode where we get to hear from another podcast where we read to you. Today's comes from my brother's show, Optimal Health Daily. If you'd like to hear more about fitness, nutrition, diet, pretty much anything health related, you can find Optimal Health Daily wherever you get your podcasts. You can even submit your own questions and have them answered on Friday editions of the show. You can send a health-related question to health@oldpodcast.com and then listen into that show on Fridays. Again, that's Optimal Health Daily. But with that, let's get right to the bonus episode as we optimize your life.
Small Steps, Big Strides by Kathy Robinson of AthenaWellness.com. I hit a fitness milestone at CrossFit a few weeks back. Part of the workout that day included 5 sets of 7 burpee to pull-up moves. That means hitting the floor with your hands in an all-out sprawl, chest to ground, and then using the momentum of the push-up to jump your feet back into a squat position. From that squat position, you spring up, grab an overhead bar, and perform a jumping pull-up before jumping back down and repeating the exercise for the required number of reps. Why am I sharing this? Because before I turned 58 years old, I couldn't even dream of pulling myself up once, never mind 35 times in a workout as I did that day. So what changed? Consistent small steps. In January, I set an intention to move from my beginner status at CrossFit to intermediate for my age group. I set goals for squat, bench press, deadlift, and power clean lifts, along with wanting to build the strength for unassisted pull-ups. As winter turned to spring, I achieved and surpassed most of the weightlifting goals, but the pull-up remained elusive and frustrating. I was still relying on a resistance band that I would loop over the bar and slip my foot into to assist with the movement. And while I continued to do that in the gym, I came up with an ancillary plan. Sometime in June, I placed a pull-up bar in my home in a doorway that I pass multiple times a day. It's at a height where I could just wrap my hands around the bar if I stood on my toes, but I couldn't pull myself up from that extended position. But if I jumped up and grabbed the bar with my arms at a 45-degree angle, I could pull myself up and edge my chin over the bar. On July 1st, I set a goal: 5 sets of 1 jumping pull-up and 5 full push-ups that I spread throughout the day. I tracked my progress on a monthly calendar. By the end of the month, I had done more than 750 push-ups and 150 jumping pull-ups, one at a time over 31 days. On August 1st, the goal became 5 sets of 2 jumping pull-ups and 5 push-ups. I kept increasing the jumping pull-ups by 1 each month. As I finished up October, the volume increased from 150 in July to 600 in October. If I had set a goal to complete that many pull-ups back in June, I would have felt overwhelmed. But my mantra, whenever I passed the bar during the day, was just 1. What turned it into a habit, though, was calendar tracking. When I started in July and completed a set, I marked a 1 for the pull-up and a 5 for the push-ups. I repeated that 3 more times. On the 5th set, I put a line through the 1s and a line through the 5s. That gave me a sense of completion and satisfaction each day. And the longer my streak, the more committed I became to keep it going. At the end of the month, I totaled up all the reps, which got me motivated for the next month. So my takeaway for you is to bring an elusive goal of yours to mind. Think about the end result you'd like to achieve, and then think about what's possible for you to do today. Once you have your goal and end result in mind, here are 5 questions to help focus you on creating a path of continual progress and momentum. 1. Why is this important to you? My pull-up goal not only ties into my overall desire to stay healthy as I age, but I want to build muscle as I get older without risking injury. After all, the ultimate goal is to feel good and enjoy life. 2. What modest, manageable action can you take today? The point is to build consistent action, something you can commit to for the next 30 days. Perhaps you want to play the guitar. Depending on your current level of ability, you may choose to learn a song, a chord progression, or a scale. You can apply the same approach to establishing any wellness, business, or creative habit. 3. How will you track your progress? I like my monthly calendar because I can keep it near the pull-up bar, not only to track what I need to do for the day, but as a visible reminder of the journey throughout the months. 4. What can you learn and explore? Part of the beauty of this approach is the knowledge and experience you gain by taking consistent action, and it builds trust with your inner knowing. You'll find that, over time, you'll rely less on external guidance and more on your own. And 5, how can you continue to up your game? At the end of your first 30 days, how can you modify to keep challenging yourself and moving forward? If you miss some days, what can you do to learn from the experience and set yourself up for success the next month? Small steps establish habits, give you confidence when you hit your micro goals, and provide motivation for the enduring success. Your aspirations become doable and your progress additive. You can see and feel yourself moving toward your desired destination. The day I walked into the gym and burpee pull-ups were part of the workout, I had no idea if I could do them. But months of preparation gave me the confidence to try. To my delight, not only could I do them, but I actually enjoyed the movement, a full body exercise. And I left the gym that day with a big smile on my face, revved up on endorphins and ready to continue my routine the next day. Over time, you'll prove to yourself that small steps add up to big strides and long-term gains. In the words of legendary UCLA basketball coach John Wooden, little things make big things happen. You just listened to the post titled Small Steps, Big Strides by Kathy Robinson of athenawellness.com.
When you hear Lululemon, you probably think of Align yoga pants, weightlessly soft, like you're wearing next to nothing. That's why you see them in class, at the grocery store, and in the park. But did you know about skirts with built-in liner shorts so you can still jump for the frisbee? And tanks and bodysuits? With Align's iconic stretch, you won't want to take it off. And with endless style options, you don't have to. Shop in-store or online at lululemon.com.
On WhatsApp, no one can see or hear your personal messages. Whether it's a voice call, message, or sending a password. To WhatsApp, it's all just this. So whether you're sharing the streaming password in the family chat or trading those late-night voice messages that could basically become a podcast, your personal messages stay between you, your friends, and your family. No one else. Not even us. WhatsApp. Message privately with everyone.
Dr. Neil here for my commentary. What was so amazing about Kathy's article is that it was like a step-by-step guide on how to meet any goals you've set for yourself. Kathy mentioned that you can use this for a fitness goal, a nutrition-related goal, a goal you've set about money and building up your retirement savings. It doesn't matter. These small wins, what seem like really small, almost micro wins, actually do add up. They don't seem like they will in the moment, but they truly do, as evidenced by Kathy's post today. The trick is to just start. Put something somewhere that's going to remind you to just do that one rep. Eat that one extra vegetable. Save that one extra dollar. Whatever your goal is. Then follow the rest of the steps shared in today's post, and you will get there. All right, that'll do it for another edition of Optimal Health Daily. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll be back here tomorrow, so I'll see you there where your optimal life awaits.